Well, hello and welcome to the Vojvodina Arena in Novi Sad in the north of Serbia and day 4 at Euro 2012. My name's Paul Bray. Coming up next, it's the top of the table clash in Group C between Spain and Hungary. Well, both teams are already qualified for the main round, but still an important game here. And it'll be followed later on by a must-win clash for those two teams. Croatia take on Germany to see who will be the third team to qualify from this group going into the main round. Here is confirmation of the standings at the moment. Spain, 2 wins from 2 so far at top of the group. Croatia and Hungary have a win and a defeat each, while the Germans with 2 defeats are struggling here today. But still have a chance to go through. And it's going to be a very interesting day. This is the final round of matches in Group C before we move to the main round. As I mentioned then, both these teams here today are already qualified for the main round. Referees for today are from Serbia. A bit of local interest, Branka Maric and Zorica Masic. Well, this game will decide, though, or could potentially decide, who will finish top of the group and, more importantly, take 2 extra points into the main round. Well, Spain has won both of its games so far against Germany and Croatia and only need a draw here today to confirm top spot, while Hungary, who had a poor start on day 1, losing to Croatia, but put on a better display to beat Germany in their second match. And if they can win here today by 3 goals or more, Hungary, they would overtake Spain at the top of the table. But of course, it could all still depend the end rankings on the next match in this group, Croatia against Germany. But now the national anthem, starting with Hungary. Stirring Hungarian anthem, and now it will be the turn of the Spanish national anthem. So the anthem's over and the teams will wheel around, shake hands and decide who will throw off. The lineup then for Hungary, well, playmaker Grbić is the competition's joint top scorer so far with 16 goals, but look at also for the back player Tomori on great form, and also with playmaker Zushansky recovered from injury, they could have a potent force at the back. There is Grbić, 856 goals in 186 internationals for her country. Well, Zuzana Tomori, with 254 and 106 internationals, is really going to bring a lot of firepower for the back. Well, line player Cuadrado and playmaker Aguilar, who both missed the Croatia game for Spain, are back. And right back Mange still has a bit of an injury to her non-shooting hand, but is okay to play. But the Spanish winger Martin and Pinedo could be the danger today on fast breaks. And there is Carmen Martin, and 373 goals tells you that she is good at her job. And there is Marta Mange, very versatile player, actually plays a club handball here in Serbia for Zaječar. And that in the picture is Karl-Erik Böhm, the Hungarian national team coach. He's actually Norwegian, the first ever non-Hungarian to coach the Hungarian team. And we'll be hoping to take them through to the main round with an extra 2 points from this game if they can, even though they know they're going through. There in the centre of that huddle is Jorge Dueñas, coach of the Spanish team, who took them to bronze not only at the London Olympics but also at the World Championships in Brazil last year. He's been in charge of the team for some time, while Karl-Erik Böhm, the Hungarian coach, has only been in charge since last year, brought in after Hungary failed to qualify for the World Championships in Brazil and therefore also the Olympics, and really trying to turn their fortunes. Looking good for them here today, but a tough encounter. Spain, at least on the books, a favourite. But you can never say. Lots of support for Hungary here. And so it's the Hungarians in the all-white strip who throw off, playing from left to right. Spain today in the all-black strip open up with a very deep defence to try and unsettle the Hungarian back line. No surprise with Tomori and Gurbic at left and centre. At right back they have Victoria Rideixos. Oh, lovely pass. Gurbic, the provider. Ball goes in to Zamoranski. One 0. Well, the Hungarians defending 6-0, but pushing up somewhat, not surprisingly, onto Marta Mange. Defender on that side is playing a little bit deep, but it just allows a bit of space in. She let her run straight in, luckily for Hungary. The crossbar intervened. Tomori. Rideixos. Well, in just a few moments, in fact inside 45 seconds, the Hungarians have hit Spain twice. Well, the Hungarians also very much rebuilding. Just 10 of the players remain from the team that played at the European Championships 2 years ago, where they finished 10th, disappointing by their standards. And Karl-Erik Böhm is rebuilding, has new players. Rideixos is one of them, Bodi, Sekeres, and Niko Kovacic and Evakic, among some of the other newer faces. Ball is loose. Goalkeeper eventually gets to it. Orshoya Her. 2 minutes played. Back come Hungary. And Spain are reeling. Their defence absolutely porous at the moment. Zushansky. Karl-Erik Böhm may be forced into using a team timeout sooner than he thought if it carries on like this. The defence is static. They're waiting back. They push someone up and it's made gaps at the back. But if you're not mobile at the front, the two side players are going to come straight in. Long-range shot from one of the new players in the Spanish side, Alexandrina Cabral. Plays for Olkin Vulca in Romania, but Her saves it. Her, who received an award today for her 125th international for Hungary. Tomori, Gurbic looks for the line. There was no chance of that going through. Finds the wing instead. Verten, 4-0. What a dire start by the Spanish team. If the Germans are in the arena already, they will be clapping their little hands right now, because they really want Hungary to at least draw or win this match, because it will make their match against Croatia later on a straight head-to-head. They just need to win it by a single goal to go through. And sure enough, Karl-Erik Böhm has been forced into using a team timeout ridiculously early. Barely 3 minutes played. Well, Jorge Dueñas, not Byrne rather, I do beg your pardon, it's Jorge Dueñas, of course. I'm thinking Hungary doing well, but Jorge Dueñas has used his timeout ridiculously early and will be really frustrated to have seen his team make a bad start. It's not terminal, they're very experienced, the Spaniards. They can well settle down and come back. In the back of the picture there, Karl-Erik Byrne and the assistant coach Beata Schiti will be delighted, as will be the huge band of Hungarian supporters who've made the relatively short trip south from their border into Novi Sad, which is up in the north of the Serbia, about 90 kilometers north of the capital, Belgrade. So what has Jorge Dueñas, I wonder, managed to say to his players? First of all, to settle them down. He's brought Beatriz Fernandez into a central role. Cabral is still there. Marta Mangay nowhere around for the captain. And Fernandez, Begoña Fernandez, comes out. Beatriz Fernandez into the wing. That's better. And finally, 3.5 minutes in. It's not that long to wait for a goal, but it is when you're 4-0 down. Carmen Martin gets Spain off the mark. Oh, what an opening 3 minutes. 4-0 to Hungary. And just listen to the fans cheering on the team. Tomori! Oh. Oh, don't get too excited. Still 56 minutes to go. Burst a blood vessel. Well, not a good starting goal either for Silvia Navarro. He has yet to touch the ball. Rather than pick it out of the net, of course. Oh, and a slip by Marta Mangay. And unfortunately, the referees can't really come to her help in those situations unless one of her own teammates had run up and helped. She had to get rid of the ball within 3 seconds, and there were only Hungarian players around her. Well, delight for Karl-Erik Byrne. I should mention, incidentally, that in amongst all this, the tough defending by the Hungarians, who've already had a couple of yellow cards off camera, Zuzanski and Sekaresh. Mangay stolen it. Oh! And Osoya Her, the 28-year-old goalkeeper, plays for the champions. Giorieto makes a fine save. Mangay should have probably just waited a little bit more to put the ball underneath. And it's done now, and it's gone out to the side. It's a throw-in. Still, Spain have possession. 5 minutes played, 5-1 to Hungary. Goes through to shoot. She's got a penalty this time, fouled in the act of shooting. Berton was next to her. I'm not sure she's the one who caught her arm, though. Here is that earlier fast break when she went off. Could have made it 5-2. But Her, celebrating her 125th international, made a great save. Can she do it again against Martin? And the answer is no. Martin gets her second of the game. 2-5 the deficit now. She picked the right side. She just got there too late. Spain switched back out again to this very deep 5-1 defence with Elizabeth Pinedo, the better player at the front of the defence. Nothing given by the referees. Nice one-handed take by Pinedo. The advantage of being at the front of the defence. And again, it's saved. Her deflects it onto her goalpost, and away come Hungary on the break now. Oh, and the goalposts come to the rescue of the beleaguered Spaniards as well, as the shot by Rideixos hits it. Just got her left foot to it. And the first yellow card of the game for Spain, this time to Alexandrina Cabral. Free throw again. Begoña Fernandez looks to the referee a little surprised. Let's have another look at the incident here. Gurbic tries to go through, hands it back to Tomori, who's decked. Now the arm is very high. It's around neck height. And I'm afraid that will always get you sent off. And so Begoña Fernandez, the captain, goes off to the bench, and it's all really gone terribly wrong. Penalty won by Gurbic. Tries to dive in, but defending inside the area by Marta Mangay, and Gurbic usually takes the penalties herself. She's missed quite a few, though, so far in Euro 2012. Doesn't this time, though. Well, they had to hit hard and early, the Hungarians, and they've done just that, forcing a team timeout for Jorge Dueñas inside 3 minutes. And with the extra player, Hungary are now individually marking Mangay at the back. Cabral tries to go through. The whistle's already gone. And we're going to have a third yellow card now for Hungary. Well, in fact, it's a 2-minute suspension because as the referee checks her book, she realizes that Clara Sekeres already had a yellow card. Well, she was defending inside the area. I'm not sure I'd necessarily given 2 minutes for that, but it's the way it's gone. And both teams are now short-handed, and it forces Hungary back to a 5-0 defence. The winger on the far side, Martin, hadn't come outside the 9-metre, so the free throw is retaken. 8 minutes played, both teams short-handed. Hungary for the moment leads 6-2. A little bit messy by the Spaniards. Cabral tries to go in all on her own, feeds the ball into the wing. The whistle's already gone. I think in the noise and the din of the hall, Martin didn't hear it, and very sportingly goes straight up to apologise to Orsoya Her. Carmen Martin, who moved from Ichaco to play for Krim Ljubljana in Slovenia now. She tried to go in on the line, though. Cabral goes round the outside, gives the ball away instead. Tomori. Hungary trying to force the pace a little. They ease up now, and off goes Zushansky, who's being used as a defence specialist only at the moment. Well, she's been sent back on again. And Tomori right the way through. Cabral, frankly, a half-hearted effort to stop the Hungarian back player. Look at this here. Well, other than to give her a shove because she hadn't moved early enough, and Her celebrates even at the other end. Tomori's second goal, and it's 7-2 to Hungary. Spain, though, are back to full strength now. "25 more seconds before the Hungarians get back to full strength. The Spaniards must take advantage here. Martin, she does. She scored all 3 of the goals so far in the game for Spain. Brings them back to within 4. Between the arm and leg of Orsoya Her. Carmen Martin, who was top scorer for Spain at the World Championships in Brazil last year. 45 goals. They've taken the ball. Meanwhile, Hungary are back to full strength again. Cabral. Beatriz Fernandez in the centre as Martin comes in. They've got 2 in on the line. Mangay comes out. Mangay looks to the line. Inside the area. And the captain, Begoña Fernandez, caught with her feet on the line just as she took that pass. She couldn't possibly score from there. The idea was for her to take the ball, close in the 2 defenders onto her, and then flick the ball to the winger, Martin. But they didn't get that far. 10 minutes played then in the first half. And Hungary leads 7-3. Spain, who started out favourites in this group. 2 wins so far. But Hungary have a point to prove here. Karl-Erik Bøhn must be absolutely delighted, the Norwegian coach of the Hungarian team. Former Norwegian international player. Played 126 times for his country. Free throw. Foul on the line player, Zamoransky. Ridejšus dispossessed, but she gets a free throw. Ridejšus, the only recognised right back in the team. Oh, through the legs of the keeper. It was a bit of a messy shot. in fairness, by Bodi. But then Navarro made a hash of it as well. Misread it completely. And Bodi, one of the new young players, 22 years of age, just 17 caps so far. Free throw, and a 2-minute suspension incidentally for, there she is, Cabral. Spaniards are well known for defending really, really hard, and the idea is they build fast breaks on the back of it, but the Hungarians giving as good as they're getting here today. Into the wing, oh, nicely played, but quick reaction by Mange to get across and close the door, and the Hungarians don't need to rush it. And once more, as Zushansky, often only used in defence, goes to come off, she's told stay on. She's a very mobile player. That's an attacking foul. And it's a free throw for the Hungarians. Now, to some extent, at least, Spain have stemmed the tide, but they are struggling to score themselves, as Mange is once more individually marked, while Spain are short-handed. Came off a defender. That'll be a throw-in from the corner. And Navarro in goal for Spain is on 0 saves from 8 shots, while Leher has made 2 from 5. And Branka Maric, referee, comes across to point to where she wants a throw taken from. Not a free throw, it was a corner throw, she says. Trying to flatten the defence to give a bit of space to Beatriz Fernandez. Shot taken, nicely done by the 27-year-old who plays in France for Fleury. With 2 on the line to flatten the defence and give her a little bit of room. Good bits. Oh, surely a push in the back for Zamoransky, not given though, and back comes Spain. Spain who are back to full strength again, and Cabral resumes. Cabral, who plays for Olkin Vulca in Romania. Free throw. Mange off the post, and luck just won't go their way either. Tomori, Gurbitz quickly into the wing. And Verton scores. Well, so far so good for Hungary, and you could say for Germany as well. It will make their life easier if Spain were to win this match. Bearing in mind that the Croatia-Germany will effectively be a head-to-head match to decide who joins these 2 teams in the main round. But if Spain were to win this match, Germany would have to win by 3. If Hungary draw or win this game, on the other hand, then it's a straight result. Whoever wins goes through from the other match. Nicely done by the captain, Begoña Fernandez. I suspect that we've had another yellow card for Zamoransky. And so midway through the first half, 4 goals in it. It's 9-5 to Hungary after a superb start, 4-0 up in almost as many minutes. Lovely play, but this time Zamoransky could not put the ball away. Gurbitz may be the competition's top scorer, but she has a lot of assists to her name as well. So a change for Spain in the centre. Nerea Peña comes in, who actually plays a club handball in Hungary for FTC Budapest, up against a lot of her club teammates. Nicely done. Scored by Jesse Alonso, who's replaced Martin. And so patiently The Spaniards are trying to close this gap again. To the delight of the home crowd. Tomori hits back, 3 from 3 for the left back. She really has had a fantastic Euro so far. Tomori, 10 goals already scored. In fact, she's the top scorer for the Hungarian team if you'd exclude penalties. And look at the shot efficiency, 83% for Hungary. Spain only 46%. It's not just Hair who's been in the way, it's also the metalwork. Well, a soft goal, and it's also going to be a 2-minute suspension. Scored by Nerea Peña, the Hungarian-based Spaniard. Sekeres, meanwhile, has been sent off, and it allows Spain to switch to a 5-0-1 defence, marking out Gurbitz. Sekeres' second 2-minute suspension of the game. They've dropped back in instead now with Gurbitz running into the line. She comes back out, no one picks her up this time. Blocked, chance for a break, goes out of play, how unlucky. And there is Sekeres. One more suspension for her, and it'll be a red card. They would of course be allowed to replace her after 2 minutes, but the defence specialist game would be over. They've stolen the ball now. Cabral, straight down the centre. Save by Hair. Inside the area, says the referee. Begoña Fernandez steps on the line as the Hungarian players try to keep possession. Cabral, very athletic player. But, she shot the same way she was jumping, and the Hair had followed the body across. And meanwhile, at the other end, as we watch that, and here she is, Tomori. Number 4 for Tomori. And Poro Navarro is just on an 8% save rate, 1 save from 12 shots. Penalty. Fernandez's arm taken just as she went to shoot. She says that should be a 2-minute suspension. You should let the referees make their own decisions. Well, Herod looks like wanted to make a swap, but she's left it too late. Nicely done, Jessie Alonso. Drops her wrist back at the last second. And the ball just curves a little bit over Oyshora Hair's shoulder. Just 3 goals in it, and slowly but surely the Spaniards are clawing this back. They certainly are far more settled in the game, ominously, for the Hungarians. The ball stolen. Rede Schuss has given it away. Cabral. It's got to go completely cross-court, and that's another one back. And Spain on a run now. Jessie Alonso again, her 3rd goal of the game. I said earlier, when they were 4-0 down, the main thing is not to panic in those situations. It's a long game, and you've got time to get back into it. And now it's Hungary who call the team timeout. Karl-Erik Byrne just needs to recalibrate, make sure his players don't drop their heads here. They're still leading. The problem is that the momentum is now very much with Spain, a little 3-1 exchange, but you sense that the Spaniards are moving the ball well now. Their defence is working a lot better. It was very, very stodgy at the beginning, very static. They were allowing the Hungarians to break through. Back to basics for Hungary, just drive in and move the ball, and if you do it 1 by 1 and go around, you will get the overlap, and they have got strong wingers. Well, a 25% save rate now for Oyshora Hair. It's going downwards very fast. 3 saves from 12, but only 1 save from 12 for Navarro. came into this match with a 35% save rate, marginally better than Oshora Hair on 32. These two teams last met at the World Championships in 2009 in China in the men round. It was a 21-all draw. The year before that in Macedonia at Euro 2008, it was Spain who won 23-21. Gurbic scores from open play. Helps settle nerves here. Second goal for her. First from open play. 3-goal lead. Still then Nerea Peña, who plays for FTC Budapest, in the centre. Switches quickly. Cabral comes around. Mangue's got a big shot on her. Great play. Mangue came across the defence, absolutely static, and I'm not sure why Tomori didn't move. But Peña had enough space to drive a bus through there. Second goal for her. Free throw for Hungary. Looks for the line. Good save by Navarro. She's woken up as well. 33-year-old who plays for Olkim Vulcha. 79 times for Spain. Mangue tidies things up. Fantastic pass to the line. Begoña Fernandez, and it's within one now. It was a sublime pass by the Spanish back player. She was looking to the centre player, and the Hungarians committed the cardinal sin of following a rise instead of the arm movement. Cabral got in the way. And that's going to be a free throw for Hungary. Well, that is not good news. She's holding the left leg, and Gurbic has gone down awkwardly. She's had a long-standing problem with her left knee, and that... I wonder, let's have a look again. Well, it seemed to be that she caught the knee of Cabral on the way through. More importantly, you got to hope that she didn't twist it. There's some of the Hungarian fans who've made the journey. Some of the neutral Serbians may be tempted to support Spain, given that three of their players, Mangue, Benzal and Alonso, all play for the Serbian side, Zajeca. Well, Gurbic is being walked off, and that could be a big loss for the Hungarians. They'll have to hope that they can get her back on again. At least she's walking rather than being carried off, which suggests that it could, hopefully for their sakes, be just a blow. So Tomori goes into the centre. But seven... Well, she's inside the area anyway, Zushansky. But number 7 there will probably revert back to the central role. So Cuadrado comes into the game now for Spain. Cuadrado, who was injured and missed the Croatia game. Trying to put the ball through, no way through there. That's Peña, who's halted by Sekeres. Cabral. And that's it, they're level. Slowly but surely. Peña with her 3rd goal. And the defenders allowed her to get in far too close for a free shot. Well, Hungary managed to edge ahead once more through the industrious Tomori, who scores her 5th from 6 shots. And stops a run of 3 goals by the Spaniards. Shot efficiency still very high for Hungary, 76%. Spain's is improving now, they're up to 60. Cabral! they're square again. Cabral's first. 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Tomori looks to the line instead. Put into the top corner. The Spaniards look to the referee as if to say, well, that was an attacking foul, as Ridei Shos scores and yellow card. Yes. Oh, I think he's a happy man. Thing is, though, which the Spaniards didn't take into account, is that, of course, they are standing inside the area anyway when she's taking the shot. That was the second goal of the game for Ridei Shos, one of the newcomers in the team. Well, relative newcomers. 11 caps, 14 goals, Ridei Shos. Cabral into the wing. It's a free throw for Hungary. So Jessie Alonso running up. She just got yellow carded on the last attack for complaining to the referee. And an attacking foul by Hungary. Here it is, and Alonso absolutely within her right. She stood her ground and Verton ran into her. That happens a lot more. It's been coached really and bred into the players now to just stand there. If you can get there quick enough on these fast breaks and stand your ground and take the hit, it'll be an attacking foul. And that's why you see the number of turnovers is so much higher these days in these games than it was, because that is a turnover. Oh, 2 saves. Well, the first one with help from the woodwork, but Navarro reacts well on the rebound. And the score remains 14-13 with 5 minutes remaining. There's the first one. Navarro, one of the smallest keepers in the competition at 1.69 meters. Manages to get to it. Cabral. No way through, I'm afraid, there for... So in the centre for Hungary still, it's Zita Zushansky, number 7. She's top Hungarian scorer at the European Championships in 2010. So she's no slouch, and penalty's been given. Ridei Shos fouled in the act of shooting. And Spain are changing keeper. Cristina Gonzalez will come in. Here is the foul again. Both the defenders are inside the area. Gonzalez, who's saved 2 from 4 penalties so far in the competition. Plays for Lyon, and she's up against Tomori. Into the bottom corner. Goal number 6. No luck for Gonzalez. He goes straight off to be substituted with Silvia Navarro. Mange is now moved into the central position. Too high. Too much strength into that shot, unfortunately for Alonso. And the Hungarian fans getting louder and louder here as their team begin the work of rebuilding the lead that they had earlier on. Verton. Oh, off 2 posts, but it stays in. Zamoransky. And 3 goals without reply. Just when the Spaniards looked to have settled down. Scored the opening goal. Zamoransky, and Hare is smiling again. A rash shot there by Marta Mange, but then again, if it goes in, you'd say, how brave. Leans right around the defender to shield herself from keeper's sight, and the crowd are going mad here. Hungary, of course, the northern neighbour of Serbia. Nothing, say the referees. Zorica Masic points to the area, and it's a goalkeeper throw, and back come the Spaniards. Less than 2.5 minutes remaining. Peña. Mange, that was always going in once it got through. Mange. Launches herself into the area, the Serbian-based Spaniard. But still, for the moment, it's the Hungarian fans. They can cheer. Oh, that was a lucky pick-up. Hungary, for the moment, are keeping the defence specialist, Klara Sekaresh, in the attack. And she swaps over finally. She goes off, and Ridei Shus comes in, number 20. Goes wide, but she was being fouled in the process, and it's a free throw. Ridei Shus, she's dispossessed. Ball's picked up by Amoros, quick pass down, but it's scooped up by Ridei Shus, makes up for the mistake. And we're inside the last minute before the half-time break. So still it's very deep defence by Spain, but the Hungarians are finding solutions. They're driving in behind. They push up still with Mange also on Tomori. Ridei Shus. Penalty. Defending inside the area, say the Serbian referees. Clock still ticking away, and Tomori has a chance to open up a 3-goal lead again, and she does. Beats Navarro with her 7th goal in the first half. "20 seconds to go." There's the switch. Peña, the little block. Nearly went in. It took a deflection, it seemed. But the buzzer's gone anyway. And so at half-time, Hungary, who made a blistering start to go 4-0 up and force a Spanish team timeout inside 3 minutes, have weathered the storm as Spain have come crashing back into them. Good news there. Gurbic seems to be moving freely at the back to congratulate Orsoya Aher with that last save when she just got her foot to the bounce. And so at half-time here in Novi Sad, Hungary are leading Spain 17-14. A good recovery at the end with a 4-1 exchange to take that psychological advantage into the changing rooms. The statistics: 55% success rate on the attacks for Hungary, 45% for Spain, but more than anything else, the Hungarian shooting is important. 70% success rate with their shooting. Turnovers: 11 for Hungary, 7 for Spain. And here's the progression, and you can see at the end there that break where Spain, suddenly having done so well, then dried up and only scored 1 goal in the last 7 minutes whilst conceding 3. Peña and Alonso Martin top scoring for Spain with 3, but it's Tomori with 7 who is the top scorer in the match so far. This is where they came from. 4 fast breaks, 3 penalties for Hungary, and it's fairly well spread out, going in from the wings and down the centre. The back players having mixed success, while for Spain, well, the left side is dead, right back as well. It's all on penalties from the line or from the right wing. Well, we'll take a short break. Join us again for the second half in just a few moments.
All the world just one big family.
Welcome back to the Vojvodina Arena in Novi Sad in the north of Serbia. Half-time here in this Group C match, and Hungary are leading favourite Spain 17-14 at the break. And ironically, Spain's main asset, their defence, has failed them in the first half. They've conceded 17 goals, and of course what it's meant is that with the defence failing, they haven't been able to launch their customary fast breaks. In fact, they've had 3 in the first half and only managed to score 1 of them, thanks to a great performance by Orsolya Her in goal for Hungary. Spanish shooting also letting them down a little, with a 54% success rate on their shooting, compared to Hungary, who is on 74%, with Tomori leading the way. She scored 7 from 8, the Hungarian left back. An 88% success rate, while Mange in the picture there, for example, has scored 1 from 5. Tells the story of the first half. Here we go then with Spain throwing off the second half then in this last game for these two teams in the preliminary round. This match could decide who will be top of the group. Win for Spain or even a draw will leave them on top, but if Hungary can win by 3 or more, then they will take over the top. That could change depending on the result of Croatia-Germany later on. Well, they got one back from Martin, who's resumed on the wing after Alonso had taken over from her. Martin's 4th goal, top scoring for her side now. And still this deep defence by Spain. The good news for the Hungarians on the ball now is that Gurbic is back again. Oh, and a 2-minute suspension inside the opening minute of the second half for Spain. Cuadrado is off. 3rd 2-minute suspension of the game for Spain. She doesn't look too happy, and it's not going to help Spain's cause one little bit. Tomori being patient, good play by her, and then she sees the gap and plants it top corner. 8 goals from 9 attempts for the Hungarian left back, who plays for FTC Budapest. Karl-Erik Byrne still looking anxious. There's plenty of time remaining, and they've seen Spain come back from 4 down early on. And that came off the foot of Verten, who fumbles it just when the ball came her way. 4-0 down, but Spain levelled it at 12-all 22 minutes in, only to then concede a 5-2 exchange. Mange. Martin stays on the line, although she stumbled. Remonstrates with the referee. But play on, say the Serbian referees. Tomori is ever in evidence, not just in attack, but also in defence. 1.86 m. She's a good, solid player. Voted Player of the Year in Hungary last year. Mange, saved by Orsolya Her. Ridaisos, is it? No, all the way through. Defence specialist gets in on the act. Klara Sekeres. I'm afraid that Mange's woes continue. Karl-Erik Byrne and the staff can celebrate on the bench. A 4-goal lead that they had early on is restored. 5 fast break goals for Hungary. Spain 1 from 3 so far in the game. That's normally their stock in trade, and of course it's built on a solid defence, but their defence has been far from solid. Free throws given because she hadn't managed to turn Pinedo. In on the line comes Begoña Fernandez, one of 3 Spanish players who play in Serbia for Zajačar. Mange cannot get through. Good defending again by the Hungarians. Mange is so experienced. 842 goals in 223 appearances for her country. Comes back again though, empty-handed. Got a free throw though. Nicely taken, a quick shot by Nerea Pena. Just on the inside post. Fourth goal for her. On this occasion, the defence stood back. Zushansky didn't go up, and it just gave her enough space. Ironically, the two are teammates at FTC Budapest, and that's a penalty. And the Spaniards remonstrating once more. The foul on Zita Zushansky. He gets up rather gingerly. Seems to be okay. So Tomori against Gonzalez. I'm afraid the incoming goalkeeper can do little about that one either. And Tomori scores her third penalty. Brings up the 20 now for Hungary. Cabral back in the frame, into the wing. Martin, big angle there. Verton had to stay out of the way. Would have been a penalty and probably a suspension if she tried to do anything else. And Martin gets her fifth goal of the game. Player who moved this season to Krim Ljubljana in Slovenia after her former club Ichako ran into financial difficulties and opted out of the Champions League. Quite a few of their players migrated elsewhere on the back of that news. Tomori into the wing. Defender got a hand to that. He smothered the pass a little and didn't give enough time instead for Kovacic to do anything about it. Ball into the line and Piroshka Zamoransky. Smile on her face as she scores her second goal. Her leadership of the group is all fine and good, but actually what is more important and at stake here today, of course, are those extra 2 points to take into the main round for these two teams who are already qualified for the next stage. And Herr saves. We're past the 5-minute mark in the second half. And Oishora Herr on a 26% save rate. That's the sixth save of the game of Pinedo. Little handoff. Back in. Oh, beautiful play. A little switch, and no one picked up on Ridei Shos as she went in on the line. They were more worried about Tomori taking the shot, but instead the ball was just leveled straight back again. Biggest lead yet for Hungary. Cabral getting stuck into the defence. Sekeresh. Spain put in a second line player to try and flatten the defence. Cabral. Goals given. She was being bundled along. It looked like she'd landed actually back in the area, but it counts anyway. Cabral's second goal of the game gets them back within 4. Shos. Looking there, here I confused briefly earlier when she ran on with Gurbic with the leg brace, but Gurbic is on the bench. Let's see if she does return at all. That took a bit of a strike off one of the defenders and comfortably picked up by Cristina Gonzalez, the 29-year-old goalkeeper from Lyon, who is staying in goal after coming on for that last penalty. Very experienced goalkeeper, 104 caps, but has been out of the squad for some time. Ciobanu taking over her spot, but she's fought her way back in again. Mange tries to go around. Cabral. Oh, nice individual effort. Jessie Alonso turns inside. Is it Pinedo? I beg your pardon. slow build-up again by the Hungarians. Dispossessed unfairly, say the referees, and they'll come back again. Bernadette Bori, the winger, coming around. Just 17 internationals to her name. Well, they seem to be running out of options, and in the end Zuzanski just decided to drive it and have a go herself. She looked over, that pass was cut as Tomori was blocked by Mange, and she just decided to charge in. %74% shot efficiency still for the Hungarians. The ball's loose, play on, they say. Verten brings it up. Oh, good save this time by Gonzalez. Happy with that, the goalkeeper from Lyon. At the other end, while we were watching that, Pinedo has pulled one back. 2 quick goals in succession for her. And there it is. Still their 3-goal lead, and the German team will be on the edge of their seat here, as will the Croatians for that matter. Croatians hoping for a Spanish win, while the Germans will be hoping that it's Hungary's match. Into the wing, nearly going out of play. The referee well placed to see, though. Tomori, passive plays being warned, takes a shot, and the goalkeeper actually rooted herself to the ground. You could see it going wrong almost before the shot left Tomori's hand. She leant across. She didn't get any spring in the foot at all. Look at the keeper now as she jumps. She reaches across instead of lifting the leg and launching across to block. Team timeout called by Jorge Dueñas. And Tomori in double figures now, with an impressive 10 goals from 12 attempts, an 83% success rate for her. Only 3 of those coming from penalties, and that's only because Gurbic is off injured at the moment. And time moving on, and Dueñas is aware of that. We played 10.5 minutes in the second half. Dueñas, calm as ever, knows what he wants, but they won't want to be going into the next round with just 2 points. They really want maximum points, Spain. While Hungary, who started with a narrow defeat to Croatia, surprisingly so, it has to be said, the Croatians decimated by injury. But the irony is that if they win here today and then Germany beat Croatia, then Hungary will be going into the main round with maximum points, because their defeat against Croatia will be void, since the Croatians wouldn't go through to the main round. Mange went into the side netting, but he came off a defender, and it'll be a throw-in from the corner for Spain. Looking through the records to see how often these teams have played, it couldn't really find the Hungarian win against Spain. A couple of draws in World Championships 2007 and 2009, and a Spanish win by 2 goals in Euro 2008. They pulled one back here, Cabral with a third. Spectators doing all they can to lift their side. Tomori fouled. They'll come back for the free throw. To the wing, inside post, and Melinda Vinzer gets her first. Minutes played in the second half. Martin. We've got a 2-minute suspension. Martin taking a nasty blow. Zita Zushansky is the player who's been sent off. Let's have a look and see. It's number 7. Oh, there it is. Whacked her in the face. Probably even better from this angle here. She may well have been trying to go for the arm, but even if she was doing that, that would have been a foul. Slashed at the arm and instead caught her face on the bridge of the nose. That's painful. Martin will battle on, but more to the point, they've got a power play now for the next 2 minutes, and they've got to really try and capitalise and close this 4-goal gap that the Hungarians are determined to maintain. Mange. Peña. Oh, looking for the wing with an unnecessarily complicated back pass, and Zushansky on the bench, I think relieved more than anything else as she puts her arms to the sky on the back of that mistake. And Hungary have now brought in Monika Kovacic, one of their most experienced players on the right wing. 110 internationals, 266 goals for Kovacic. There she is. 29-year-old who plays for FTC Budapest. Tomori's got free. Oh, pulled from behind by Cabral. And very sportingly, Tomori doesn't even say anything to the referees. You might have argued, well, pulling from behind is a 2-minute offence normally, but Tomori, too many steps. Spain try and bring the ball up quickly now. They've got 44 seconds left on the power play. They haven't been able to capitalise yet. Putting 2 on the line now. Fernandez and Cuadrado are there, but that's a penalty. Cuadrado made the space. Mange goes through. Her arm caught as she went to shoot, and the clock has been stopped. Spain are changing, rather Hungary are changing, and Eva Kish will come in. The 25-year-old keeper rather, relative newcomer. Beaten by Martin. Sixth goal for her. And Kish sent the wrong way. Played 15 internationals for Hungary so far. Cabral now playing at the front of this 5-1 defence for Spain to try and unsettle the build-up, and in particular try and unsettle Tomori. Gonzalez picks up the loose ball. Hungarians are back to full strength again. Oh. Well, Orshoya Her didn't move on that one. Sat back. And Peña happy to put it in the back of the net. Well placed. A little like the example early on with Gonzalez. She leant across to it instead of actually pushing towards it. And now the Hungarian captain is back, Anita Gurbic, and she makes a telling pass immediately to Samoransky. Midway through the second half. Peña into the wing, nice play. Martin went as far as she could to open up the angle. Scores the 7th goal for her from 7 attempts. One of the few Spaniards whose shooting statistics stand up to scrutiny. Flick on. Gorbitz looks to find the line. It's going to be a free throw. Foul on Samoransky. Gorbitz. Ball's loose, but the pick-up by Samoransky is from inside the area to throw for Spain. 2 goals in it only. Whatever the result here, the Hungarians will be hoping that Germany win the next match and eliminate Croatia, the team they lost against. Peña, Cabral. Passive play is being worn now against Spain. Oh, lovely shot. Beatriz Fernandez. Taken a bit of a blow to the side of the head as she went in, but they're back within 1. See it here. And Sekaresh reaching across, making a bit of a hash of that. Beatriz Fernandez, who plays for Fleury in France, turns to the bench. That's not because of the injury, though. She's not been used in defence. Oh, Tomori. Eleven goals now, 79% success rate. What a performance. Don't really think that the MVP award for the Hungarians is going to be too complicated an issue here today. Wing to wing. Not enough space still, though. The defence well spread at the moment. And we've got a couple of players clashing at the back. Sekaresh has a little talking to after that tussle with Begoña Fernandez. She'll be relieved it's just a talking to. She's already on 2 2-minute suspensions. Play resumes and with that whistle from Branka Maric. Cabral, Peña. Foul that's just brought that last free throw. Peña brought down by her club teammate Zita Zushansky. And Byrne looking a little concerned. This lead could very quickly evaporate in a good flurry for Spain. And there's still plenty of time remaining. Well, the spectators are enjoying it. Not so necessary that Jorge Dueñas is who's pacing the bench. Martin goes in on the line. Peña. Cabral. Bullet pass into the line. Works its way out to the wing. And that's really nicely done. They've done that quite a few times. Push it into the line, suck in the defence, and then release the ball quickly to the wing. Pinedo, the scorer. Her 3rd goal. And again, I think a slow reaction by Gonzalez. As the takeoff, Tomori turning provider on this occasion. looking for the line. The line player's well inside the area though, and that's a free throw for Hungary. We just need to slow the pace down. There's no need to rush it now. We're coming up to 10 minutes remaining in the game. (28-26). Gurbic tries to find the line. That's an attacking foul by Zamoranski. Turned and went straight into the defender. Meanwhile, Spain have taken Gonzalez out. Navarro is back in again. Navarro, who made 3 saves from 22 attempts so far in the game. It's amazing you've had that many shots against Spain, who are renowned for having one of the toughest defences in the business. Good play. Bit by bit, Cuadrado. So Gurbic, after receiving treatment, back in the fray. She's already provided for 1 goal here in the second half. Blocked immediately by Nuria Benzal. Also plays in Serbia for Zajeca, and that's an absolute bullet of a shot, goes straight over the head of Navarro. Rede Sos, second in succession for her team. 5th overall in the game for her. 2-goal lead, back again for Hungary, who are desperately hanging on to this lead against a determined Spanish side. Manga's gone flying in the area. Play on, say the referees. The ball's loose. Picked up by the Hungarians. Melinda Vinceu. The winger got to it first. It was a poor pass in fairness to Martin, literally on the floor. And look at the fans cheering away. 13 turnovers for Hungary, 11 for Spain. Gurbic on this occasion getting a little bit stuck. Oh, did really well to steady herself and put the ball underneath Navarro. 3 from 3 for the Hungarian captain. Absolute legend in the game, Gurbic. 814 goals in 176 appearances before arriving here at Euro 2012. She's joint top scorer in the competition. She was with 16. She will actually be overtaken today, though, by her teammate Tomori, and I'm sure she won't mind one little bit under the circumstances, as Herr makes another save in goal, and Dueñas stares to the floor. What else can he do? Eighth save of the game for the Hungarian keeper. Second player in on the line now. Vinceu has gone there, looking for the line, but that's an attacking foul. Spain break out quickly. And no mistake this time. Piñeiro. Well, a frenetic game. .53 minutes played, and we've had 58 goals. Well read this time. Navarro gets across. And Vinceu just couldn't quite control it, and in the process of trying to get the ball, she stepped in the area. So Peña back in again at right back, Mange in the centre. Left back, it's Beatriz Fernandez. Mange, saved by Herr. Little shove in the back there by Begoña Fernandez on Sekeres. Makes it a free throw for Hungary, and Karl-Erik Böhn is trying hard to look cool, but you can see the anxiety written all over his face. Team timeout called by him. Well, it is quite notable that the Spanish defence, normally so tough, just hasn't been able to hold on here today. They've only managed to build 4 fast breaks on the back of their defence, scoring only half of them. It's actually Hungary.
Yes, she's like this. One by one. Left, right. She's impossible, okay? That's all we take play. Kette. One. Tommy goes. Easy pass. Yes.
More than anything else, it's just a break to try and get them to collect their thoughts before they continue. Still a 2-goal lead, but 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. It's ample time for Spain to do it. This really could go either way, and we're just getting so many goals. We've had 27 goals in this second half. 31 in the first. Not what you expected, especially with the reputation of the Spanish defence. Well, Spain, who arrived here on the back of a final preparation defeat against France in Cannes, 27-30, while Hungary, for their part, took part in the Turchin Cup in Kiev the week before, winning against Ukraine, Macedonia and the Netherlands to take the trophy there. Nice preparation for them. Vince's gone in on the line. Gurbic. And now the Spanish defence is firing on all engines, and Gurbic turns to Benzal and says, calm down. She doesn't take it too well. And we are inside the last 5 minutes. Tomori. Free throw's been given. The Hungarians in absolutely no hurry to take it now. 4.5 minutes remaining, a 2-goal lead. Anxiety all round. Gurbic, she's found the back of the net. 4th goal. She just saw it between the defenders and let rip. Mange. Peña looks for the line. Oh, the pass too high. Came off the foot of Mange. And Hungary have possession. They've got to slow it down now. There's no point pushing. Spaniards are back in defence. Kovacic moves up slowly on the outside, and Dueñas knows that that was a crucial point there. Fernandez wide open on the line, and the pass went straight over her head. Gurbic, Tomori. Saved by the keeper. It goes out to the side for a throw-in to Hungary. Hungary have now the Schoss a little while. Oh, Tomori, no defence there. They pushed up suddenly, and it was a dreadful mistake. Tomori gets her 12th goal. And a 4-goal lead. Have they done it? It's a long way back now for Spain. There it is again. Mange moved across. 2 of them sitting on Samoransky, and no one watched the top scorer. And Dueñas has called a team timeout minutes after the last one. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining, and surely Hungary have done enough, and this will be to the huge relief of Germany as well, who now, if they do indeed hold on, will just need to beat Croatia to go through. It's literally a head-to-head match between those two teams now. And Hungary, if Germany win the next match, as I said earlier, could well find themselves going into the main round with maximum points. Last few word from Beata Schitti, great player in her time. And this says Karl-Erik Bøhn. So here we go then. It's going to take something of a miracle. Cabral has been thrown into the frame. Well, Mange's got one back. Are they going to go individual defence? They need something fairly special now to steal the ball back. They can't allow the Hungarians to play the attack at their own pace because they'll keep it slow. Well, they push the front defender a little further up. She's staying central, the defender, Pinedo. The ball's loose, but it's a free throw to Hungary. 2.5 minutes remaining, a 3-goal lead. And Zamoransky asked for the floor to be mopped where she went down. Not just for safety, I'm sure. It'll buy just a little bit of extra time as well as they stop the clock and resume. Karl-Erik Bøhn pacing and pacing. Could it be a famous victory against the Olympic and World Championship bronze medalist Spain? Gorbits. Space just briefly opened up. Fantastic play, but a fantastic save as well by Navarro. Spain on the break. Mange needed a better pass than that to drive all the way through. Cabral goes round the back, but it's misread. Benzal too close. And Vinceu in the end happy to knock the ball out of play, and it eats more time into the clock. 2 minutes to go. 3-goal lead. Dueñas must know that these are very long odds on them getting back into this one now. They may still need to focus on goal difference, Spain. But disappointment for the favourites, who may have hoped to go into the main round with maximum points. And they got another one back. Pinedo. Navarro stays concentrated. 1 minute and 20, 2 goals. It's entirely doable. You can, if you can force the mistakes out of the other team and hit them on the break. Hungary still need to stay very, very focused here. Into the wing. Decides not to shoot. Experienced winger thinking maybe time is more important. Passive plays being warned against them. Free throw. We're into the last minute. Navarro calls for the team to be focused in defence. Passive play. They won't have long now, Hungary. Tomori teeing up a shot maybe here. If this goes in, that could be shutters for Spain. But if she misses and Spain score quickly, who knows? Well, Gorbits, ever the opportunist. They were all looking out for Tomori, and Gorbits simply swung around. But it's not given. Not given. "30 seconds. Peña into the line. Stolen. Only a free throw. 25 seconds. Cabral. Peña. Cabral's going to shoot. It's blocked again. Poor pass, and that'll be it now. Mange says, quickly, give me the ball. Tomori comes out the shot. Into the line. Fernandez. They've scored the last 3 goals. But Hungary built up a big enough lead. And there it is, and Karl-Erik Bøhn can celebrate with his team. Hungary have beaten Spain 32-31 here in Novi Sad. And they will wait anxiously and hope that Germany win the next game, while conversely, Spain will hope that it's the Croatians who come through the next game. Well, for the Hungarian fans who've made the trip here to Novi Sad, absolute delight. Look at them at the back. It's a sea of red, white and green. And Hungary have hung on despite 3 late goals from Spain to win 32-31 in their final match in the preliminary stages. Well, the MVP for Spain, Nerea Peña, 5 goals. Gelwalker hands over the trophy. Well, a smile from her, very sportingly. But the disappointment will be evident for Spain. They will wait and see how crucial it is. It'll all depend on the result of the next game. And they're putting a brave face on it. Well, the other MVP, beyond dispute, no one can possibly get close to her. 12 goals and 80% success rate for the 1-meter-86 left back who gave everything in this game and led her team to victory. So after losing their opening game, Hungary put together two excellent wins, first against Germany and now against the group favourite Spain. Well, who takes the maximum points into the next round will depend on the result of the final game in this group in the preliminary stages between Germany and Croatia. The referees have had a busy old time, 63 goals in the 60 minutes played. Well, a 57% success rate on the attacks for Hungary, 54% for Spain. 67% success rate on their shooting, though, and 80% for Tomori. That's quite something. 15 turnovers on one side, 12 on the other. But more than anything else, the fast breaks for Spain, only 4 of them, and they missed half. Here's the progression, and a bit of a barren spell for Spain in the middle. But then it's the Hungarians who dried up right at the end. Well, Martin got 7 for Spain, but overshadowed today by the brilliant Tomori with 12 goals. A match-winning performance from the left back. Here's where the Hungarian goals came from. 5 fast breaks, 4 penalties, and a nice spread down the middle on the wings as well. Right back not so successful, although Rideshos did come into the centre for a lot of our shots, and that's why it looks that way for the Hungarians. For Spain, the wings very effective, the middle effective as well. It's the back players who didn't quite deliver today, unless they could get in very close up at 6 meters to go through. And only 2 fast breaks, and that's the real telling factor for Spain. The fans have enjoyed it. And so Spain and Hungary tied at the top. Croatia behind them on 2 and Germany on 0. It's been a great day here for Hungary. Hope you've enjoyed it. That's it for us for now. Thanks for watching, and from me, Paul Bray, until next time, goodbye.